Okay, guys, we stopped here. Okay, the area of a farm is 100 meters. Okay, a farmer uses 56% of this area to plant vegetables. مساحة الأرض is 100 meter. من ال 100 meter دول he used 56%. يعني إيه 56%؟ يعني 56 of the 100 to plant vegetables. يبقى what is the area used for planting vegetables? Definitely it's 56 because 56% means 56 of the 100. 100 what? Of the 100 meters. Okay. Number 8. Emily answered 80% of the questions in her English test. هي she answered 80%. If there were 10 questions, هما كانوا 10 questions in the test. How many questions did Emily answer wrong? Okay, يبقى again she answered 80% right. يبقى how many percent was wrong? Definitely the 80. The 80 is I minus it from the 100, so what's left is 20. يبقى ما دام هي she answered 80% right, يبقى she answered 20% ايه wrong, right? طيب هي كده I know that she answered 20% wrong. طيب I wanted بقى I want to know like this here, 1 second. I want to know how many questions was wrong. طيب أنا عارفة إن ال wrong was 20 over 100 اللي هي 20%. طيب من كام؟ How many questions؟ من 10 questions. يبقى like this I wrote it right. He said 10 and she answered 80% of the questions right. How many percent was wrong? What's left اللي هما ال 20. يبقى 20% was wrong. It was wrong. طيب من how many questions of 10 questions. طب كده أنا عندي fraction of a quantity. بعمل إيه؟ بعمل النمبر اللي عندي divided the denominator اللي هو 10 divided 100 which is gonna be equal to a 0.1. okay كده أنا جبت 1%. هو عايز كام؟ عايز 20. يبقى 20 times 0.1 which is gonna be equal to 2. عشان لما تعمل 1 times 20 هتبقى 20 وهرجع الديسيمال ما بين ال 2 والزيرو فهتبقى 2. يبقى she answered 2 questions wrong. okay here he said a florist is the one who sells flowers, has 400 stacks of flowers in her shop. عندها 400 stacks of flowers in her shop. If 21% of the flowers are roses, 21% يعني 21 of the 100 are roses and the rest are tulips. الباقي tulips. How many tulips are there in her shop? طب الأول أجيب ال percentage بتاعت ال tulips. هو ال 21 of the 100 are roses. يبقى what's left of the 100? What's left of the 100 is 79. يبقى 79% اللي فاضلين are tulips. صح؟ يبقى أنا كده فاهمة اللي أنا فاهماه إن 79 of the 100 are tulips. Why? Because 21 of the 100 are roses. هو اللي قال لي كده 21% of the flowers are roses. يبقى اللي فاضل اللي هي 79 are tulips. طيب هو عايز يعرف فيه كام tulip. هو أصلا قال إن الرoses والtulips في الأول قال 400 stacks. يبقى هو عايز يعرف البرسنتج بتاعت التوليبس. البرسنتج بتاعت التوليبس 79 over 100 of كام من كام كلهم كام of the 400 flowers. طيب كده أنا بقى عندي fraction of a number. ازاي بقى؟ how do I answer it؟ بعمل النمبر divided the denominator. أول step 400 divided 100 which is gonna give me a 4. طيب ايه ال 4 دي؟ ال 4 دي is only 1%. أنا عايزة هنا كام percent؟ I want here 79%. So it is 4 times 79 which is gonna give me a 316. 316 tulips. أنا عندي 316 tulips. Okay. تاني. He said إن 21%. أنا عندي 400 stacks من flowers. قال إن 21 من كل 100 are roses. Okay. And the rest are tulips. يبقى الtulips قد إيه من each 100؟ tulips are 79 from each 100. خلاص. يبقى أنا كده عايزة أجيب 79% of ال 400. هعمل إيه؟ بعمل النمبر اللي عندي التوتال النمبر اللي عندي divided the denominator اللي هو 100. يبقى 400 divided 100 it gave me a 4. ال 4 دي is only 1%. Don't forget when I make ال whole number اللي عندي divided the denominator I get only 1%. So I must multiply in the numerator اللي هي 79. Okay. يبقى the answer is 316 tulips. Type number 10. A chef had 510 kilograms of rice. عنده 510 kilograms of rice. She used 14% of it on Monday و 6% of it on Tuesday. How much rice did the chef use altogether في both days؟ طب لو في يوم 14% وفي يوم 6% يبقى هم كلهم she used كام percent؟ she used 20% اللي هي 20 over 100. استخدمت 20% من how many؟ من ال 510. دلوقتي أنا عندي fraction of a quantity. fraction من number. هعمل إيه؟ I get this number and divide it by the denominator. يبقى 510 over 100. اللي هيحصل هنا my decimal will move إيه؟ 2 places. يبقى 1 2. So my answer is gonna be 5.1. ال 5.1 دي ال 5.1 is only 1%. I want how many? I want 20%. How am I gonna answer it؟ هخليها كأنها 20 times 51 and I get my answer. Okay, and then it's gonna be at the end 102. Okay, 102 kilograms used. Okay, in the 2 days. Okay, number 11. There were 1,300 people at a concert. Half of them were women. 46% of them were men. And the rest were children. How many children were there at the concert؟ واحدة واحدة. طيب half of them were women. يبقى الwomen كده كانت كام percent؟ الhalf ده يعني كام percent؟ طيب أنا كده عرفت إن الwomen دي 50%. اوكي. وهو قال ان المن كام percent؟ المن he said they are 46%. يبقى children كام percent؟ what do you think؟ what's left from the 100؟ أنا عندي 50 46 يبقوا 96. what's left of the 100 يبقى children are 4%. اوكي. يبقى أنا كده اللي أنا فهمته من اللي هو قاله إن half of them were women يعني الwomen 50%. وقال إن 46% are men. المن 46%. how many children؟ يبقى children I know that percent means 100. 50 من 100 women و 46 from 100 men. يبقى what's left؟ لو عملت ال 50 plus ال 46 كده هم عملوا 96%. يبقى ال left هم ال children هم 4%. طيب يبقى ال children دول 4%. بس he doesn't want the answer in percentage. He said إن كلهم all of them women children and men they are 1300. يبقى أنا عايزة أعرف ال 4% of a 1300 يعني 4 over 100 of 1300. هعمل إيه؟ هعمل النمبر اللي عندي divided the denominator. It's gonna give me a 13. Don't forget إن this 13 is 1%. أنا عايزة كام percent؟ and I want 4. يبقى 4 times 13 it's gonna give me a 52. Okay. يبقى children, how many children are there? I have 52 children in the concert. Okay. Now like this we answered all these pages. I will start back from page 1 till page 4. Okay. Here he wants me to turn the mixed number into an improper. It's in 2 steps. Times down and then I plus up. تاني times down and plus up. 7 times 5 it's 35 and then plus up plus 3. 35 plus 3 is a what? Is 38. 38 over, the denominator stays as it is, over 5. What about number 2? Again, I multiply down and I add up. 6 times 8, 48. And then I add up plus 5. 48 plus 5 is 53. 53 over what? Over, the denominator stays as it is. Here, 9 times 10, 90. And then I add up plus 2 تبقى 92. 92 over the same denominator. Here, 2 times 4 is 8 plus up which is 2 يبقى 10. 10 over the same denominator. Here, 6 times 9 is a what? Is a 54 plus 1 اللي هو الأب يبقى 55 and denominator stays as it is. Let's see number 6. 5 times 7, 35 plus up 40. 40 over what? The same denominator. Here, 3 times 8, 24 plus 1 يبقى 25 over the same denominator. Here, 3 times 12 is a 36 plus 3 a 39 over the same denominator. Here, 6 times 11 66 plus up اللي هي 1 يبقى 67 over same denominator. Number 10, 4 times 4 16 plus up اللي هي 3 يبقى 19 over the same denominator. It's very easy turning the mixed number into an improper fraction. Okay. Here's the second page. Express fraction as a percentage. أهم حاجة أفتكرها لما يقول لي I want this to be a percentage and it must be over 100. دي أهم حاجة عندي. Okay. طب this is already over a 100 يبقى هكتب على طول it is 30%. Okay. What about B? Is it over a 100? No, it's not over a 100. لازم اخليها تبقى over 100. يبقى هعمل down times 10 و up times 10, which is gonna be equal to ايه 70 over 100. يبقى equal كام percent كده equals 70%. What about number C? It's already over a 100. يبقى it is 7% على طول because it's over 100. What about here? Can the 6 أصلا become a 100? No. صح. طيب can I make this fraction smaller? Can I simplify it, make it smaller? How do I make anything smaller? By division. Here 3 و 6 دول answers in timetable what? 3 and 6 they are answers in timetable 3. طيب يبقى let's I will divide by 3 up. ماشي أنا ما عنديش علامة division. Divide by 3 up and divide by 3 down. فالأنسر هتبقى 3 divided 3 is 1 و 6 divided 3 يعني 8 times 3 equals 6 2. يبقى أنا كده فهمت إن ال 3 over 6 دي is a half. طب هي ال half equals what percent? Equals 50%. عارفين إن ال half is a 50%. Just need you to think. Okay. What about here? Can the 20 become a 100? Yes. Times 50 down. Sorry, times 5 down. Times 5 up. So the answer will be 10 over a 100. يبقى كده دي what percent? It's a 10%. 2 over 2. كده ده 2 over 2 is a 1. 1 means it's the whole thing. So it's 100%. 2 from 2. يعني أنا عندي 2 from 2. So it's 100%. Okay? And he's saying, explain your answer for F. Why is your answer for F a 100? Because it turned into a 1, which is a whole number. Okay? It's the whole number. This means it's a whole 100. I have 2 parts from the 2. Okay? Okay. Here in the comparison. أهم حاجة in the comparison إن أنت تفهم إن أنت I cannot compare ما بين a percentage and a fraction. لازم كلهم يا إما يبقوا percentage يا إما كلهم fraction يا إما كلهم decimal. When I'm comparing or arranging they must be all the same unit. يعني they are either they are all decimals or they are all fractions or they are all percentages. Okay, so the 70 over 100 means what in fraction? Means 70 over 100. So definitely this means in the number A they are equal. What about number B? الhalf. طب دي percentage. Can I turn the half into a percentage? طبعا it's very easy. We all know that half means 50%. Now which is bigger, 50% or 45%? Definitely it's the 50%. Okay. طيب here ال 1% is bigger ولا 5 over 5? This is really tricky because إذا 5 over 5 يعني 1 صح؟ بس زي what we answered in the last page, this means that it's not a 1, it's 100%. Why? Because I have 5 from the 5 يبقى I have all of them. Okay? I have all of the 100 parts. So this means that this is 100%. يبقى which is bigger, the 100% or the 1%? Definitely the 100%. What about here? This is a 12% and this is a 0.2. طيب let's turn the percentage into a fraction first. 12% يعني 12 over 100 كلنا عارفين. Can I turn it into a decimal? my decimal will move two places عشان دي divided one over 100 يعني divided 100. 1 2 يبقى at the end this is gonna be a 0.12. طيب يبقى لو ال 12% 0.12 وعندي 0.2. don't forget إن when I'm comparing decimals لازم العدد of the numbers after the decimal to be the same, so I must add here a 0. يبقى which is bigger, 0.20 or 0.12? Definitely the 20 is bigger than the 12. What about here? احنا قلنا 2 over 2 يعني it's whole كلها موجودة, 2 parts from the 2 هي 1, بس ال 1 here means 100%. Please, this is tricky. Okay, this means 100%. So 100% or 20%? Definitely the 100%. Okay, 10% to 0.15. 10% means 10 over 100. Can I turn it into a decimal? Yes. Say I'll move my decimal two places. يبقى بقى عندي 0.10. يبقى دي عبارة عن 0.10. Which is bigger, 0.10 or 0.15? Definitely the 0.15. Okay. Okay. Here he's saying 7%. لازم أحولها الأول fraction يعني 7 over 100. Can I now turn it into a decimal? Yes. إزاي؟ I will move two places. Here is a 1 and here is a 2 and I put my decimal. وهنا هيبقى فيه 0 وهنا هيبقى فيه 0. يبقى 7% means what? Means 0.07. طب here I have two places after the decimal, يبقى I must put a 0 here and then compare. Is 0.07 bigger or 70? Definitely the 70. Okay. طيب هنا 60% يعني ايه؟ يعني 60 over 100. ايه ده؟ طب بس دول مش زي بعض, دي over 10 ودي over 100. طب let's turn them into decimals لو انت حابب. Okay, كده كده يبقى this is gonna be a 0.6. Okay, what about here? The over 10. يبقى I will move my decimal only one place. Then this is also is gonna be a 0.6. So definitely they are equal. Number I, 13 over 10. Let's turn it into a decimal. So this is gonna be a 1.3. What about here? الأول أحولها fraction. 13 over 100. Now it's easy for me to turn it into a decimal. I will move my decimal two places, which is gonna be 0.13. So definitely the 1 is bigger than the 0 عشان اللي قبل الديسيمال ده is the whole number. Here 9%. 9% means 9 over 100. When I turn it into a decimal, it's gonna be 0.09. So which is bigger? I added a 0 here. A 90 or a 0.9? Definitely the 90. Okay. And the last page is asking you here to turn this improper into a mixed. This is already answered. I say, what times 7 gives me 15? Nothing. طيب أجرب النمبر اللي قبلها 14. Yes, there is something times 7 gives me a 14. ايه هو ال something ده؟ 2. يبقى ده هيبقى الهول number. Okay, and then هبتدي أعمل الفراكشن. Down will stay as it is, denominator. طب what about up? Difference between 14 and 15 is 1. يبقى here I have 2 and 1 over 7. What about here? What times 4 gives me 67? Okay, it's gonna be 16, because 16 times 4 is gonna give me a 64. Okay, 64. Now the fraction down will stay as it is. What about up? Difference between 64 and 67 is a 3. يبقى it's 16 and 3 over 4. What about here? What times 6 gives me 27? Nothing. طب 26? Nothing. طب 25? Nothing. طب 24? في 24. E, it is a 4. And then I start writing my fraction. Denominator will stay as it is, a 6. And up difference between 24 and 27 is a 3. Okay. And for the last thing, here, what times 10 gives me 35? Nothing. The closest thing is a 30. So what times 10 gives me a 30? A 3. But the whole number. Now let's go for the fraction. Denominator stays as it is. And the difference between 30 and 35 is a 5. يبقى 3 and 5 over 10. 6 times what gives me a 38? Nothing. It's gonna be a 36. Okay? يبقى I know the whole number is a 6. Denominator stays as it is. Difference between 36 and 38 is a 2. يبقى 6, 2 over 6. Now, the last thing he's asking is arrange the fractions in order. He wants me to begin with the smallest fraction. Okay? Here, it's either I turn all of them into a mixed number or I turn this mixed number into an improper. طبعا here الأسهل إنها to turn it into an improper. Okay, so 4 times 8 is what? A 32. Plus the 5, it's a 37. يبقى here دي معناها إن دي 37 over 8. Okay, this fraction is a 37 over 8. Now, can I arrange it from small to big? Yes. Where's the smallest? It's the 20 over 8. And then the 37 over 8. And then the 50 over 8. What about here? What am I gonna do here? So here, what are we going to do? Here I have different denominators. I can never arrange anything with different denominators. Also, I cannot make them equal because يعني how can I make the 3 9 the a 6 a 9? Okay, it cannot happen. Okay, and even if I have to make them a 3, I cannot divide 40 by 3. So what am I gonna do? I will turn them into a mixed number. 3 times what gives me 29? Nothing. It's gonna be a 27. So what times 3 gives me a 27? It's a 9. What about the fraction? Denominator stays as it is. Difference between 27 and 29 is a 2. This number is a 9 and 2 over 3. What about here? 9 times what gives me 40? Closest thing is a 36. يبقى my whole number is gonna be a 4. And denominator stays as it is. Difference between 36 and 40 is a 4. يبقى this one is 4 and 4 over 9. Last one, 6 times what gives me a 45. Closest thing is a 42. Okay, يبقى my whole number is gonna be a 7. The fraction here a 6. And the difference between 42 and 45 is a 3. Now, can I find the smallest one? Yes, it's very easy. It's 4 and 4 over 9 اللي هي يعني 40 over 9. And then the whole number smaller definitely is a 7 اللي هي أنهي واحدة اللي هي 45 over 6. And then the last one is gonna be 29 over 3. See you on Thursday's session. Bye, guys.